is that Miss Catherine Cassandra L. Ong, who represented Lucky South 99 in the first lease agreement contract, is now representing Whirlwind Corporation. That these are two entities, corporations, and yet the person running these companies are one and the same. So, paniwala po ako na isa ho kayo sa magaling na abogado. At hanggang ngayon po, mataas po respeto ko ho sa inyo. Pero basic lang po, no? Rudimentary. I think this is being taught in law school. You have to do your due diligence before accepting any client. Have you at least asked Miss Cassandra Ong, were you in any way connected with Whirlwind Company or Lucky Strike 99? Hindi niyo ho yun tinanong.
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Tari Roque, in the previous meeting or hearing, and this has been affirmed by you, validated by you, that you were number one, you were nga an agent, lawyer for Whirlwind Company, no? So whenever you represent...
I was an agent. I was a lawyer
sorry, yes,
for Whirlwind.
correct me. I'm wrong. I was wrong about that. You're a lawyer of Whirlwind Company. And whenever you represent Whirlwind Company in relation to Lucky South 99, I'm sure part of that arrangement is naturally they will pay you for whatever representation you would make in the advantage or to the advantage of your client. Am I correct?
Well, hinire po nila ako para sa kaso. So, I do not have a general retainers with them. I have a specific agreement to handle the ejectment case, no? Which started in the RTC of Angeles, and then we elevated the case to the Court of Appeals.
So you never asked by Whirlwind Company to do extra services to their client because according to you, you're limited to that particular case?
Yes po. As soon as
So
we
bakit
signed
po?
the client engagement memo, we were limited to handling that ejectment case.
So bakit ho kayo nandoon sa meeting and why did you do some follow-ups?
Well, as I said po, nung time na nag-meeting kami, hindi pa po kami hired officially for any legal engagement. It was more of trying to convince them to invest in the energy projects that I was promoting, Your Honor.
Kailan po kayo, Mr. Joint Secretary, kailan ko pa, may we know kung kailan ho kayo na-hire ng Whirlwind Company?
Well, na-file po namin. I submitted the documents po sa RTC Angeles second week of August.
No, when your legal services was when legal services started with the Whirlwind Company, would you know what specific date was this?
Well, there is a specific date, but I think it is 1 week before we filed the motion in the RTC of Angeles. Because when we found out what had happened, ang first remedy namin is to ask the RTC of Angeles to recall the writ of execution that they had already issued.
I'm sure, Mr. Chair, Secretary, I'm sure you have a document, no? Official document that you're in. Sabi mo nga, you contest the question of Congressman Flores and Congresswoman G.V. Beatrix in the previous, kasi there was no client attorney relationship between you and Lucky South 99. So I presume, following that logic of yours and your explanation, you would probably have a document that would testify that you were hired by Whirlwind Company. Would you be so kind enough as to give us a copy of that?
That is covered by attorney-client privilege, Your Honor.
Okay, sige.
However, I would like to add...
Yeah, but since magbait ka naman, Secretary, kasi nag-extend ka ng extra effort, maybe we can also tap that humanity of yours inside you to provide this committee. It is not something that you should be hiding because you're entitled naman to accept any legal arrangement with any companies in any corporation.
It is
Am I
not for
correct?
me. It is not for me, Mr. Chair. It is for the client. But as far as the attorney-client privilege is concerned, that's sacrosanct po in the legal profession. Now,
Yes.
I would like to add po na although it is true that there could be an attorney-client without a written contract and without payment of services, the Supreme Court and the Code of Canons of Professional Responsibility takes the perspective of the client on when the attorney-client relation exists. In Canon 3 of the said rules, of the said canons, the attorney-client begins as soon as the client reposes the confidence on an attorney to perform legal services. Now, but according to case law, in the first place, there must be a contract between the client and the attorney. There must be a meeting of the minds. Kaya nga pong sinasabi ko, although I represented an agent of Lucky South, that did not make Lucky South my client. Para rin po yung, since mga airlines, merong silang mga handling agencies, pwede kong maging kliyente ng handling agency na hindi ko magiging kliyente yung airline itself. No? So yan po talaga yung nangyari. No? So as I said po, even if it were true that I represented Lucky South, ganun po ang trabaho ng abogado. Kaya lang, why will I say that I represented Lucky South na wala naman po talagang legal representation?
Okay. Balikan ko lang po yung
Last
tanong
two
ko.
question, Congressman Jong.
Mr. Chair, maybe may I extend for another 1 minute or two minutes?
Last two
Mr.
questions.
2 questions, okay. Sige. Kala ko 2 minutes na, 2 questions. So, balikan ko lang po, Mr. Chair, sa Secretary. So, roughly, kung marirecall nyo po, kailan po kayo na-hire ulit ng Wilbin Company? This is a week prior to the filing of your case in,
1 week before po,
When was
prior.
this? When was
This
this?
is the first week already of August.
August of what year?
Of 2023.
2023, okay. So, it's a good thing, Mr. Chair, that you've mentioned about that. At yung sabi mo, yung, kasi dalawa, Mr. Chair, no, sa ating mga kababayan na nakikinig ngayon, mukhang naku-confuse nga sila sa Whirlwind Company and sa Lucky South 99. That's why we are trying to digest further, no? Inquire further kung ano ba talaga itong dalawang entities na ito. These are two different entities because the fact that they've entered into an agreement, it proves that they're two separate entities, no? So I have here, Mr. Chair, and I would like to cite itong lease agreement between, and by the way, may I ask Secretary Roque and maybe Chairman Tenko, would you know in that meeting who represented whom? I mean, these are two entities, no? Whirlwind Company and South Lucky 9. Would you know which or either of the two, Secretary Roque and and Cassie Ong represented whom or what?
Well, Congressman Adjong.
Or are you still also confused at that time because you thought they're still the same, one and the same?
No, first of all, very clear in my mind, and I was in fact conferring with Attorney Jessa earlier. There was no discussion on Whirlwind during that said meeting. And I think more important to note is the fact that Whirlwind has no relationship with PAGCOR because Whirlwind was never given a license, nor Whirlwind had any other reason why PAGCOR will deal with, or Whirlwind will deal with PAGCOR, because for us, Whirlwind does not exist. Because they never had a license, they never applied for a license, they were never issued a license in the previous administration. So, sa amin pong dalawa ni Attorney Fernandez, maliwanag po sa amin, nagpunta si Cassie Ong doon, hindi naman po tungkol sa Whirlwind eh. Nagpunta po si Cassie Ong doon para
Plus, Lucky South
ipakiusap
99.
yung arrears ng Lucky South 99 na currently, during the time, ay isang license holder ng PAGCOR. Dahil nabigyan po sila ng lisensya noong nakarang administrasyon ng PAGCOR, hindi po sa administrasyon ko. So, yun po ang tunay na ipinakikiusap ni Cassandra Cassie Leong at ni Attorney Harry Roque. So, yun po hindi po kami nakukonfuse, Congressman Adjong, sapagkat wala po namang relasyon kami sa Whirlwind eh. At never was there any discussion about Whirlwind during that brief meeting with Attorney Roque and Cassandra Leong together with PAGCOR AVP Jessa Fernandez.
Thank you, Chairman. Secretary Roque, what is your take on that? Kasi mukhang klaro naman ata sa kay Secretary Tenko that you were there in that meeting. And you were with Cassie Ong, who apparently was connected. I guess she's still connected with Lucky South 19. How can you convince us that there has nothing to do, your presence there has nothing to do with Lucky South 99, Mr. Chair? That you were there simply because you are representing Whirlwind Company, whose legal services that you have signed with this company is purely limited to the case that you have filed prior to your being hired by this company. So doon lang ako nagkaka-confuse. I'll give you, Mr. Chair, I'll give you time, Mr. Chair, to respond to that.
Yes,
Secretary
maraming
Roque.
salamat, Mr. Chair. Nandun po si Cassandra Ong bilang ahente ng Lucky South. Pero gaya ng sinasabi ko, yung pagiging ahente niya does not make her a shareholder or an officer of Lucky South. And since I represented an agent, ang ibig sabihin po, ang kliyente ko yung ahente. Wala po pagkakaiba yan, for instance, dun sa mga ground handler sa airport. Pwede kong maging kliyente yung ground handler, for instance, yung Mia Score. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nyo na palibasa nagbibigay ng serbisyo ang Mia Score sa Cathay, kliyente ko yung Cathay. So I rendered service to an agent of Lucky South, and obviously she was there to make sure that the interests of their principal would be protected dahil nga na-dispalkuhan siya. So the answer is, Cassie Ong was there as an agent. And in fact, in the rules of PAGCOR, kinakailangan magkaroon sila ng representative, an agent who will represent the different licenses with PAGCOR. And it is not a requirement that the agent becomes a shareholder or an officer. Okay. In fact, after that meeting was when Sandra Ong became a representative of Lucky Star, and if the good chairman will recall, kasi sabi ko, naalala ko, sabi niya, naku yan, Dennis Cunanan, palitan niyo yan. Hindi mabuting tao yan, no? Palitan mo na yan. At after that meeting, naging representative po si Cassie Ong ng Lucky South. But during the meeting po, on record na representative was still Dennis Cunanan, which Mr. Cunanan disputed the last time. Sabi niya a month before, hindi na raw siya ang representative. Pero officially, in the records of PAGCOR, I am 100% sure po, as of the date that we met, it was still Dennis Cunanan. Kaya nga po kinakailangang tulungan si Sandra Ong, kasi pwedeng hindi siya pansinin eh. Dahil, bakit ka papansinin ng PAGCOR, hindi ka naman representative ng licensee nila. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And this happened despite the fact that you were hired by Whirlwind Company, not on any way connected with Lucky South 99. Mr.
Opo.
Chair, yes, no, that is a manifestation. I do not require any response to that, Secretary po. Mr. Chair, I have here the lease agreement between Whirlwind Company, the lessor, and the lessee, in this case, Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated. This was signed, and the fictivity of the term of the lease commenced on November 5, 2019 up to November 4, 2022. Now, the representative of Whirlwind Company, meaning the lessor, was, I don't know if she's still connected with the Whirlwind Company, Miss Stephanie B. Mascareñas. And the lessee, in this case, Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, is Miss Catherine Cassandra L. Ong. So this is the same person, an individual, na nandoon po sa meeting nung nangyari po yung pag-uusap na yon with PAGCOR Chairman Altenco. Now, what is peculiar, Mr. Chair, is prior to the expiration, the term of the lease, which is November 4, 2022, and this is the first, there was a subsequent lease that took place. No? Same two parties, Whirlwind Corporation and Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, and the lease agreement, the term of the lease, will commence on January 1, 2021 up to January 1, 2024. So ibig sabihin po, Mr. Chair, nag-overlap, hindi pa po sila nag-expire ang term, nag-lease uli sila. Ganun ho sila ka-confident sa bawat isa. Yung trust and confidence is too high that even prior to the expiration of their lease, they already signed a subsequent lease agreement again. What is so peculiar and so maybe perhaps that attracts this committee's attention is that Miss Catherine Cassandra L. Ong, who represented Lucky South 99 in the first lease agreement contract, is now representing Whirlwind Corporation. And the one that signed this contract represented Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated is now, this time, Miss Ronilyn Baterna. So makikita nyo po, kaya po kami nako-confuse that these are two entities, corporations, and yet the person running these companies are one and the same. So andito po, Mr. Chair, nung unang list, Cassandra Ong, sa lessor, Whirlwind Company, Stefan Mascareñas, Whirlwind Company, sa lessor siya, Catherine Cassandra Ong, leasee, Lucky South 99, tapos sa pangalawang kontrata, nagpalit. Si Miss Sandra Ong naman ngayon ang lessor. At ang leasee is Miss Ronilyn Baterna, Mr. Chair. And also, it is quite, parang nakaka-striking din yung isa sa dokumentong ito that this was signed by the same lawyer, Attorney Maria Gracia Dioco. Same ang nag-notarize po ng dokumentong ito. So, ibig sabihin, sa mga ating mga nanonood po, klaro na po na tama, dalawang company ito, dalawang kumpanya, pero run by the same person. I'd like to ask Secretary Roque, did you do your due diligence in finding out that Miss Cassandra Ong used to be, or in this case, siyang magiging lessor ng Whirlwind Company at hindi ng Lucky South, which you claimed trying to distance yourself from that company na palang allergic kayo sa Lucky South 99. Did you do your diligence? And I think, Mr. Chair, no, with all your services to this nation, Secretary Roque, paniwala po ako na isa ho kayo sa magaling na abogado. At hanggang ngayon po, mataas po respeto ko sa inyo. Pero basic lang po, no? Rudimentary. I think this is being taught in law school. You have to do your due diligence before accepting any client. Have you at least asked Miss Cassandra Ong, were you in any way connected with Whirlwind Company or Lucky Strike 99? Hindi niyo ho yun tinanong.
Mr. Chair, ang kaso po kung saan kami kinuha ay ejectment case. So ang tanging dapat na tignan kong kontrata ay yung upa, yung kontrata ng pag-uupa sa panig po ng Cruz family at sa panig po ng Whirlwind. So I cannot go beyond that po kasi ang kasuhan lang ejectment between the Cruz and Whirlwind. So hindi naman po at issue sa ejectment case yung lease contract between Whirlwind and Lucky South. So wala pong dahilan ako mag-inquire doon sa client, doon sa kontrata between Whirlwind and Lucky South dahil hindi naman po sila yung nagdidimandahan. And I would like to underscore nga po na nung pumasok kami, meron ng writ of execution. So nakabinbin na po yung kasong yun.
Yeah, but
So
Mr.
sa
Chair,
due diligence po, ejectment case, sa mga abogado po, napakasimple po niyang ejectment case na yan. It's even covered by rules of summary procedure. At kung ikaw hahawak ng kaso, titignan mo yung kontrata. Meron bang breach of contract sa contract of lease? So, hindi po complicated itong kasong ito. Kaya lang, ang aking naging assessment na deprive ng due process ang Whirlwind kasi nga nag-aawayan yung mga Cruz siblings. At nagpanggap itong tatay, si Roberto, na siya pala siya yung registered owner, naniniwala naman itong Whirlwind, hindi naman pala siyang registered owner. At nung dinimanda sila sa lower court, siya pa ang kumuha ng abogado at hindi sinabi sa Whirlwind na dinimanda sila ng mga anak niya. Yan po yun, no?
Yeah,
So as far as due diligence is concerned, in an ejectment case, as a lawyer, kung ano po yung material na kontrata is the lease contract only between the lessor and the lessee, between the Cruz family and Whirlwind Corporation po. Dahil yun
Yeah.
lang po ang hinawakan kong kaso.
Yeah, pero I think this is material, no? The lease is in fact the very fundamental and very material to any eviction cases, no? I think no, I do not, Mr. Chair, Secretary, no, I do not question your knowledge on sa pagdating po sa batas. Sabi ko nga po, mataas po ang respeto ko sa inyo. Ang hindi ko lang maintindihan, perhaps I shared this with our common tao, the average-minded person listening to us and watching this committee hearing. But nagkaganon. If we follow your logic, Mr. Chair, and your justification that you are exclusively limiting your services to this particular case that you have filed involving eviction cases or eviction case, why did you have to go to PAGCOR's meeting and then make some follow-ups? And then it apparently, based on these records, same Cassandra Ong, who at the time when you approached PAGCOR and, with the meeting, yung license nila, ay naging connect din sa Whirlwind Company, which you yourself said na yun ang dun yun ko maintindihan. Sinasabi niyo ngayon sa committee ito that you are limited, you find it not material anymore to ask Whirlwind Company or Lucky South 99 with in terms of their contract with Lucky South 99, and yet kasi limited ka lang doon sa eviction, and yet you went overboard. Yun po hindi ko maintindihan. Which in this case, Mr. Chair, masyado na mahaba yung pagtatanong ko. I'm sure many of our colleagues here would ask similar questions kasi dun ho nagkakaroon ng problema. Ganito lang po, Mr. Chair, and I would close this with my manifestation. Mr. Chair? Mr. Chair?
Yes,
For
Congressman
my
Adjong.
manifestation.
You want me to interject something
Yes.
before you finish your interpellation?
Maybe
Baka
after my manifestation, baka maybe after my
in
manifestation.
relation to sa issue mo eh. Tapos ka na ng question niyo. Sige, okay, go ahead.
My manifestation. Kanina po, inamin naman po ni Secretary Roque na sa practice of law, and this was the question I asked him in the previous committee hearing, that hindi naman kailangan talaga nang magkaroon ng formality that you have to sign with your kasi pag law yung definition po ng Supreme Court yung practice of law, and I agree with him now. He agrees with how the Congresswoman Beatrix Luistro. Now I'd like to, Mr. Chair, and this is not in any way to contest or to even engage in legal discussion with Secretary Roque. Who am I to contest his legal opinion on the matter? But this is already a decided case, pertains to the lawyer-client relationship, no? Very much connected with the sinasabi ng Supreme Court definition nila with the practice of law. Kasi nga po yung participation po ni Secretary Roque dito sa usaping ito, yung legal services na binigay niya according to him sa Whirlwind Company. And in Burby versus Magulta, sinabi po, a lawyer-client relationship was established from the very first moment complainant asked respondent for legal advices regarding the former's business. To constitute professional employment, it is not essential that the client employed the attorney professionally on any previous occasion. It is not necessary that any retainer be paid, promised, or charged. Neither it is material. Tingnan, Mr. Chair. And with this new development that we learned na dalawang entities, similar persons running these companies, whatever explanation that we have from Secretary Roque, the bottom line, Mr. Chair, is it benefited a lot Lucky South 99, which is far from the legal services he was offered and accepted by him. Between himself, Mr. Chair, and Whirlwind Company. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for
Okay,
that
Mr.
opportunity.
Chair,
Marami pong salamat,
Mr.
Secretary
Chair,
Roque,
if you please.
sa inyong response.
Mr. Chair.
May kulanong salita na ang ibig sabihin dito ay ang pagkakaisa.
Bunyog Party List.
Halika na, Bunyog Party List ka na. Halika na, Bunyog Party List ka na.
Sa susunod, ang atinang suportahan, Bunyog Party List, nagtataguyod ng katotohanan, lumalaban para sa bayan.